I have this big giant celery plant that has developed a problem. Do you see how big it is? It is pushing the pot apart. But the biggest problem, it's not so much that, because the tower can take that stress a little bit of it pushing it apart. The biggest problem is that it is actually dripping water. I don't know if you guys can see that. See the drips coming off of it? And so I noticed yesterday that my water level was really low and I filled it up. And then this morning I came out and it was really low again. And then I realized there's just this constant drip from this gigantic celery plant. There's actually multiple. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 celery plants that have developed out of one seed. That's what happens after several months. It is the best celery you will ever eat though. You hear that? That's amazing. All right, I'm gonna do some surgery on the celery plant and I'll get back to you. I removed the very top section and I pulled up the second section and you can see the roots there. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull those roots out and then pop everything back together and reassemble. So here's all the celery and here's the big root mass that I took out. I'm just gonna toss that. I will save the pot. Just let it dry out and then the pot can slide out. So now what I have is I have to figure out what I'm gonna replant. See, there's just little babies coming up and you can actually replant these so you don't have to start from seed. So I'm gonna figure it out and then I'll get right back to you. Okay, so what I did is I just took the inside of one of those beautiful plants and pulled all of the celery away from it. And I'm gonna stick it right back in the tower. And let's see if I can do this one-handed. And I'm just gonna kind of secure it, anchor it a little bit with some rock wool. Doesn't have to be fancy. Just, you know, you're just putting it in there to secure it in. And that's it. I have replanted that celery and it's gonna grow out just like the other one did and give me some beautiful celery. And then over here, what I've done with my celery is you can see where I pulled off the leaves to expose that inside. I'll wash this all up and I'll bag it, but see this with the roots, I'm gonna leave it on the root because it will stay fresh for probably 3 weeks in the fridge because it still has the roots on it. And this probably, you know, a couple weeks. So we'll eat the celery that's cut first and then work our way onto the celery that's like this, and we'll have lots of celery in the fridge while that other celery is growing. So I can't take credit for this idea. It was one of my customers that gave it to me. I love you guys. You guys are always giving me great ideas. So I hope you all have an absolutely beautiful, beautiful day. And you're eating lots of tower garden celery, tomatoes, lettuce, and all the lovely plants that we grow. Have a great day.